Hey everyone, this is going to be a lot more off the cuff video. This is not going to be polished or edited in any real way. Just here to say that I'm going to take a massive shift from my content for the foreseeable future. I stopped playing Plants vs. Zombies 2, and I'm kind of cutting away from the whole speedrun scene. And the main reason is that I don't feel like it's a good use of my time in almost any way. It's nice to, get the feeling of getting a world record and posting it and getting YouTube videos and whatnot off of the content, but ultimately when I look back at the content, even if I were to make a Plants vs. Zombies 2 video that would get 20 trillion views or whatever, I'm over exaggerating obviously, but you know what I mean, right? That wouldn't ultimately add anything to the world. In fact, it would probably just take away people's time. In my opinion, at least, this would take away people's time and attention and enjoyment of their life, I guess. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to create things that are ultimately a drag on the world, that ultimately make the world, not a better place whatsoever. And I definitely feel like Plants vs. Zombies 2 content does that for me. It's not really as much about the passion. It's much more about, it's just not, it doesn't feel like a good use of what I do. However, my entire content, my entire channel pretty much has been based around Plants vs. Zombies 2 for the past, 8 months or whatever. Not 8, but you know what I mean, right? A lot of my content has been based purely around Plants vs. Zombies 2, and I'm going to change that going forward. I am currently learning Russian, and I will probably make a new video basically just going over my thoughts on the entire process and whatnot. Maybe I won't, maybe I will, I don't know yet. I'm going to probably take a couple steps back because I want to do some other personal stuff that, such as learning Russian, right, where I'm going to basically just be spending my time not really doing YouTube as much and not really focusing on it as much. I have a couple other things because, first of all, I've been working on a video about Spring Bean for the past, not really month, but I've definitely had multiple days, probably a span of a week where I would literally just go do my daily tasks and whatnot, stuff like eat, work out, etc. And then I would just work on that Spring Bean video, and that was my entire day. It was just that video, and I got 4 minutes of it done. I'm going to be releasing that content. It'll hopefully actually be the video just before this will be that Spring Bean content, but I don't want to finish it. It would be like a 20-minute video, and I don't like it. It's, editing in general is just really hard to do, and doing something like this where I'm just able to talk off the cuff and not have to worry about editing in any way is it's a lot easier. So I'm not really going to focus on the whole thing anymore. And ultimately I realized that the end product that I wanted to make, even if I had accomplished it, right, even if I had made this grand end product that I was pretty proud of, and you saw all of my points and all of my reasons for why Spring Bean is actually a really good plant and not what everyone else says, even if I got all of that done, and even if it got a buttload of views, and even if it changed people's minds, that wouldn't be a good thing. It wouldn't help, or it wouldn't make the world in any way more, not just better, but it wouldn't, it would just it would just waste people's time. And I kind of talked about this before, but it's not something that I want to put out into the world, right? Even if it would get views, even if I would get money off of it, and it would just be a waste. So I'm not going to do that. I need to say that because a lot of people here are going to be watching for my Plants vs. Zombies 2 content, I will put in the pin of this video, I will have two content creators who are two current Plants vs. Zombies 2 speedrunners, who are currently both tearing it up currently in the speedrunning community. They are getting constant world records. Somebody, who was it? I forgot his name. Crap. I think it's Matt. I'm gonna call him Matt. I forgot their name. I'm so sorry. But I'm sorry, Matt. But I'll have your YouTube channel pinned in the description. They're basically taking all my world records, and they're gonna be overtaking me very quickly. But I'm not going to try to defend any of my titles, any of my records, because it's not a good use of my time. And even if I were to bring the time down, that doesn't help in any way. And I don't like that I'm creating things that aren't helpful. Sorry, I'm kind of talking in circles, but basically, if you like Plants vs. Zombies 2 content, check out the top two links in the description, and it'll be in the pin comment as well. They both have incredible incredible speedruns. They both have spent obviously a lot of time to get the records that they have currently, and they're going to keep on improving, I'm assuming. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll change as well. We'll see. But I kind of, go in phases of my life where I get really addicted to like one specific thing, and then I kind of burn out. And I think this is going to happen with Russian. We'll see. I mean, it kind of happened with trying to learn Japanese as well. But I am not going to be focusing as heavily on making, high quality YouTube content or making high quality Plants vs Zombies 2 speedruns, etc. Right? I'm not going to be focusing on that as much because ultimately I really feel like it's a waste of my time and my life. And I feel like even if it were to be successful, I would just be spreading the waste of my life to everyone else's life, and that's not a fun thing to think about, even if it would make me moderately successful in some way. It's not a feeling that I really want to have in the back of my mind at all times. So I'm not going to deal with that, and I'm still going to post my spring bean video because I worked really hard on it, and the sunk cost fallacy determines that I am that I don't want to remove any of the content that I made, which I know is a little bit hypocritical of my current worldview, but I don't really care. I just want to, I don't know, I like views. I like seeing the number go up, and Plants vs Zombies 2 made the number go from like only having 1 or 2 viewers every video, even if that, right, like having to get extremely lucky just to see that amount of numbers. And then Plants vs Zombies 2 speedrun, especially with the new Easy Speezy video, I like, yeah, my back end is the back end for YouTube is just views galore, and it went from like, having like a grand total of like 10 views on my channel to like 10,000 or something, or like ridiculous numbers, right? Like I am very happy to see that. I'm very excited, and I know that I'm probably going to lose like all my viewers, and I'm also not going to be posting for probably a month because I'm going to be working on other things, as I said. Man, I really need to learn how to not talk in circles. But yeah, I'm going to make new videos, and if I believe that the videos aren't helpful or are a waste of time for the viewer to watch, I'm going to preface every single title with like, I'm going to literally put in parentheses garbage video and parentheses every single time that I make something that I feel like people shouldn't watch and won't make people's lives benefit in a meaningful way, if that makes sense. So for example, if I make like an off-the-cuff video about I don't know, I'm trying to think. If I make another Plants vs Zombies 2 video at any point, even if it's a world record, I'm going to start it with a preface of garbage video and then the title, because I want to be very forefront that this is not something that I spent a lot of time working on. It's not something that I am particularly proud of. I would be kind of proud of it if I posted on my YouTube channel, obviously, but it wouldn't be a particularly great thing for people to watch. So yeah, if you love Plants vs Zombies 2, please check out the people in the description. I'm probably not going to post for another month because I want to work on a video for maybe a family member of mine. I don't know if I'm going to go through with that. I hope I will, because it would actually be somewhat useful in some ways. But either way, like, making YouTube videos, it's really hard to do, and you need a lot of skill and a lot of like knowledge that I just currently don't possess, and I'm still trying to learn about. And it's it's hard. And I'm also, I'm going into the new year. It's almost 2024, and I want to have my next year be good. I want it to be not insightful. I want it to be helpful, if that makes sense. I want to make stuff, even if like only 2 people will see it. I want to make something that like if the right 2 people see whatever I make, it would actually make their life at least slightly better in some way. So that's my goal. That's what I'm hoping to get towards. I really hope everyone watching this has a great 2024. If you like Plants vs Zombies 2 and you came here for that, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pretty much stop. I'm going to try to stop entirely. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop entirely, and check out once again top 2 links in the description and in the comments. And I wish I had a better send off, but I don't. Have a good night.